Hey folks, your old buddy CLG here, and a little comment on this is on ARRL website. This article here, ARRL files comments to protect the 70 centimeter amateur radio band. So who cares? Who cares? Who cares, right? Well, this is kind of interesting. I just wanted to point out my little comments on this. So that's the UHF part of amateur radio. In the right around this era here, I think that's the ham bands in that frequency range. We use the 70 centimeters for a lot of things in amateur radio. I'll have to look it up and see what we do. I think some repeaters operate on UHF as well. So UHF is a frequency higher than like your FM radio. It's higher than that, so there's smaller antennas, but we use it for a lot of things. And so the AST in Science and LLCAST is requesting to take over, I guess, use these frequencies to put up what they say is an unprecedented authorization. That's how they request shit. Like, we need this. You know, the whole language is just fucking insane, you know? But that's how things are done. I guess it's real aggressive language to ask for. It's not really asking. These assholes demand it. That's how they ask. They fucking demand it. What's this bandwidth of 256 kilohertz? That's pretty huge, isn't it? So anyway, just the point I'm making here is, okay, so you got the ARRL, like them or hate them or whatever. You know, they do have people kind of lobbying and trying to fight for amateur radio frequencies and some of our bands that, you know, are kind of, you know, being looked at by other commercial companies to take away for business reasons. But the ARRL comes back again with, where is it? Well, they're saying in here that there's 5 ground stations that would receive signals uplink and downlink from these 243 satellites. But they're also saying that these satellites, they put up, you know, multi-hundred satellites in space, they would be transmitting nonstop. Like, they wouldn't go over the ground stations and not, they're always transmitting. And so there's always going to be more interference on these UHF bands. And so the ARRL is sort of lobbying to reject them, and their language is pretty hard too. It's where they say, yeah, this activity defeats the purpose of preventing interference. Oh, where is that? Authorizing an additional 243 satellites to use this band would result in multiple satellites all over the U.S. at all times, but effectively usurp the band's allocated use. It's just their language, trying to fight this is just as strong and aggressive. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Also, I also learned that the, or was it, the ITU is our friend. Yeah, right down at the bottom here. The comments go online why the application would be non-compliant with the ITU radio regulations theory. The ITU is the International Telecommunications Union, and there's a lot going on here. This is an interesting website. I need to read about this. I am going to bookmark this along with my other ham radio bookmarks, because there's a lot going on here. This is sort of international. Probably, from what I can tell, is it a .com, whatever. In the Who We Are, you know, it kind of explains what the ITU does and how they kind of stand. They're kind of there to kind of protect communications of all kinds. So it's another website that I think is worthwhile looking at and just reading about what they do. Since I'm not on the air right now, I'm doing a lot of kind of research and looking up things and just trying to understand a lot of legalities and what's going on in the world of, you know, what's interfering with amateur radio frequencies. I don't use 70 centimeters, probably never will, but I understand the fight to keep these big commercial companies out of there. And I don't know if they're going to be successful. So there you go, folks. Just another article today. the ITU and taking away the 70 centimeter ban by these big conglomerations, whatever, businesses for commercial use. 73 CLG, oh yeah.